turn that on. One more. There we go. Now recording levels are up. Are we overbalancing? Not yet. We're doing pretty good there. All right. So here's what we're doing. We're going to talk about another movie. This one's a girl power movie. So if you don't want to watch girl power movies, don't watch this one. This one's come from DC Comics or Walt Disney Studios, Marvel Studios, produced by Walt Disney Studio Motion Pictures. So this is Captain Marvel, and they replaced the guy that did it in the original movie with a woman. So this one, you know, it's a good movie, but it's still got lots of politics in it. I don't know why they did that, but basically Captain Marvel was working with a scientist that wasn't from this planet, and she was trying to figure out something. She had, you know, fast planes, jet drives, and somebody from another planet was trying to get a hold of her. They attacked, and they blew up the ship, and, you know, she was the private pilot for this guy, and the drive infused into Captain Marvel and turned her into some kind of superhero with glow in the light powers. She got to glow around, so she runs off and starts saving the planet from the universe, or the universe from the planet, whichever way you want to look at it. Then she has to learn how to control. She gets taken to another planet after they find her after the crash, and they put binders on her so that she can't control her power completely, and they have all kinds of interrogation planets. She ends up fighting crime for them, and she ends up back to, well, Earth. They called it something else. She crashes into a blockbuster. Then she steals clothes and a motorcycle, and she goes off hunting her suspect. The U.S. Air Force, and after she hunts for a while, because he's a changeling, I guess the word would be, he can change shapes with no problems. So that means that he can look like anybody or anybody. So she finds herself with I don't like that. Just finds herself with the U.S. The agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Furry. Anyway, it's the leader of the crew. Former pilot, yeah. Anyway, they run around and chase this guy, and he uses almost all the resources of S.H.I.E.L.D., and they're running around for a special creature, and then they find stuff in space, and this turns out to be a pretty good idea. And then they find a cat that eats cubes or eats stuff, and they went to find the cube that they talk about in Marvel, everybody else. So, you know, I like this movie. If you don't pay attention to it, it's hard to see what's going on, and if you it's a good action movie. It's just got a woman instead of a man in place, and she's doing things that women actually, so it's a little hard to believe, women can't actually do, so it's a little hard to believe. But if you can get past that, look at this as a wannabe man, it's actually a pretty good movie. They had a special engine they were trying to get a hold of, and it turned out to be a really good movie. And for a 2019 movie, this turned out to be good. So Walt Disney Studios is the one that put this out. Walt Disney Studios Motion Picture is the one that put this out. They went out February 27th, 2019 in London. Then in the United States it went out March 8th, 2019. I don't know why so late. They should have put them out before in the United States first, but they put it out in London first. I guess they wanted to see how it do before they put it out in the States and embarrass themselves. That must be the way it works. Anyway, so this is 124 minutes. They call it United States in English. The budget on this was somewhere between 152 and 175 million. And at the box office, it made 1.31 billion dollars, not million, billion. And this is basically the movie that they're showing it. Basically, she starts working with S.H.I.E.L.D. and this turned out to be a pretty good movie. It just, it could have been better, but it turned out to be all right, I guess. So we'll go ahead and call this good, and we'll talk to you on the next one. See you later. Bye now.